Hello, family. This is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy. And I am a colon hydrotherapist that practices the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. And today's video is highlighting one of the services that I offer outside of colon hydrotherapy. And this service is actually one of my favorites to um, present and to honor women and move them through the service. And the service is Yoni steaming. And before I get into how I do it, what Yoni steaming is, I do want to give this little disclaimer. Just to let you know, I am not a doctor, I am not a physician, nor do I claim to be. I am simply a colon hydrotherapist who believes and trusts in the art and the fact that the body can heal itself if it's given the right and proper environment, love, and attention. So any opinions or recommendations that I give in any of my videos is solely those of mine. And if you feel like you need any medical attention, it is your right, your responsibility to reach out to the proper individual, i.e., doctor, GI doctor, OBGYN, whatever it may be. Okay, I just want to make sure that I put that out there. So moving forward, I have a private practice here in Torrance, California. I only have one location as of yet, and I do have a retreat space in Caliente, California, which is about 3 hours away from Los Angeles. And I'll do another video about the retreat soon. But this video is about yoni steaming. So what is yoni steaming? Yoni steaming is this beautiful, beautiful ancient practice of women caring for their most intimate spaces, right? And so, how often do you hear that? We often hear, self care is this, self care is that. Yoni steaming takes it to a very different emotional and spiritual practice. It really does. So, yoni steaming is where a woman sits on a seat that has a hole in the middle. And at the bottom of the seat, there is a bowl of herbs that's sitting on a eye that's continuously burning or creating heat. And inside of that bowl will be herbs and water. And the herbs can be used for various different things. It could be herbs to calm the nervous system down. It could be herbs to help a woman bring her cycle down on a regular basis. It could be herbs that are geared towards clearing up fibroid cysts and tumors, or an infection like BV or anything along those lines. It could be herbs to close the woman back down and to push the organs back where they need to be after giving birth. It could be herbs that are geared towards keeping the vaginal clear and maintained, before and after sex. There's so many beautiful ways in which to use this ancient practice. It's unreal. So the way that I use yoni steaming for myself is I don't have any challenges or issues with my menstrual cycle. I never have. I don't have, painful cramps or bloating or distension. My menstrual cycles are just like the moon. 1 minute is full, 1 minute is empty. Like, I'm very extremely regular. I've only been pregnant once, only given birth once, so I don't have any of traumatic experiences giving birth or anything like that. So the way that I use yoni steaming is to calm and keep my nervous system as pleasant, as easy as possible, and to maintain the health and longevity of my womb health. Even though you don't have any challenges, it doesn't mean that you can't maintain that. I don't want to get anything. I don't want to get any infections or yeast infections or fibroid cyst and tumors. So I'm constantly conscious on what I put in my body, how I take care of my body, and who's touching my body. We'll talk about that in another video. And so the way that I administer the session for me is that out of a 7-day period, I'll probably steam for about 45 minutes to an hour at the end of my day, right before I go to sleep. So not only am I promoting a deep, restful sleep, but I use it as a ritual to end my day, to burn up anything that needs to be burned up energetically, I do my manifestations and my prayers while I'm steaming. Because remember, ladies, our womb space is the greatest manifestation tool that you will ever possess. That's why there are so many wars that started and ended. Most of them started and ended due to a woman fighting for her love. So you need to understand your history and understand who you are as a woman. As a woman, we are the ones that birth the nations. Men come through our womb space. Don't ever forget that. So if you don't understand the precious space that you have in between your legs, healing can't begin. And that's what I promote here in my office when we talk about Yoni steaming, right? So Yoni steaming here in my office, the first initial session is $100. That comes with the consultation. I talk to you about any health challenges that you have going on, digestive health wise or womb health wise. And then I give you a whole plan of action to follow to care for that space so that you can move through it, above it, and beyond it, and over it, so that you never have to deal with that again. When we first start the session, you lay down on my massage table. I do give you an abdominal massage. You pick 2 crystals to hold on to during your Yoni steam, one in this hand and one in that hand. And then I go over the reasons why you're holding on to very specific crystals. Then you walk over to a table and you select the crystals that vibrate, or excuse me, you select the herbs that vibrate highest towards your heart. So I don't pick the herbs for you to steam with. You do. This is your womb space. It's not my womb space. Once you select the herbs, you put your intentions into your herbs, you pour it into the water, and then you steam, right? After you steam for about minimum 20 to 30 minutes, and that depends on what's going on with the woman. It totally depends. So we'll get into that later, but that's a whole another video. But so you steam from up to 30 minutes depending on what's going on with you. After you steam, you lay back on my massage table. I wrap you up like a beautiful chicken burrito, literally, and you just rest. Most women, they go into this deep slumber sleep. And when I come in, you got slob on this side, the wig is tilted to the side. I mean, women they just enjoy it. Like, this is your time to let all of that shit go. Literally, let it go, right? So after you lay down and all that good stuff, you have the option of adding vibrational therapy to your Yoni steam session at the end. And so what does vibrational therapy look like? I have tuning forks. I have a crystal bowl, and you can also add Reiki to it. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful practice. And the whole appointment takes your first appointment takes about roughly an hour and 15 minutes. And then all of your follow-up sessions are $85 in cost, and they take exactly 1 hour. I also have a room dedicated to Yoni steam where I can host up to 3 women at one time. So it's a very sacred, beautiful space. It's very different from what you may have seen or heard in other practitioners' offices. But the way that I administer it here is all about spirit. It's all about manifesting. It's all about healing. It's all about letting go and being supported in that process. So I never leave you and go off and work on somebody else. When you're here in my office receiving a Yoni steam, it's just you and we do the work together, right? So that is my gift to you. You have any questions, comments, or concerns, or would like to book an appointment, the only phone number that I have to reach me is 562-682-0818. And also feel free to visit my website, which is Moya, MOYA, bodycare.com. Until then, be blessed. I appreciate you greatly. Mwah. Have a good one.